When deciding for an MBA, job process and placement plays a very big role, be it in India, in Germany, in US or in Canada. Having done Master in Business from IIM Calcutta, India, and later on Master in Management from University of Mannheim, today I'm going to do a deep dive into the differences and similarities between the job process, what we see in IIMs versus what we see in a lot of Master in Management courses in European universities. Please stay tuned. I'll also break a few of the myths and the lies that education consultants tell you when they're trying to sell you different courses and programs. So be sure to watch the video till the end. Let's start. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Rohit the 14th. In the last video, we talked about the similarities and the differences between IIM Calcutta MBA versus University of Mannheim Master in Management. I'll put a link in the description below so that you can have a look if you're interested in that. Coming to today's video, we are going to take one aspect, job process and placement, and compare between the different MBA programs in India, especially focused on IIMs, ABC, and the Master in Management programs in Europe in different universities. Starting with resume preparation. In IIMs, as soon as you enter, the seniors have the responsibility to start taking you through the different steps to create a very good CV. That means that they would tell you why you should create a CV, how you should create the CV, and what to write in the CV. That is very important. And they also tell you how to tell your story, which is very specific to yourself. If we talk about the different Master in Management programs, some of the universities would offer you an optional CV preparation training, but that's all. There is no senior guiding you how to exactly create a particular CV or a resume so that it stands out from all the other people who are applying to the same jobs. While you are busy preparing the perfect resume, it's also very important to know where you could apply with these resumes. There also in IIMs, you have a very good arrangement. IIMs usually maintain a database of which companies are going to visit you, what are the questions going to be asked, which seniors got recruited in these companies, what was their experience. You would have access to these seniors and you could ask them to kind of explain to you how the process is. Also, you could even ask the seniors to do a company by company comparison and see which company makes sense for you to apply to. Also, every company is required to do a formal presentation where they kind of explain what is their offer and how many people they're going to select and all these details. If you talk about Master in Management programs in Europe, they do have a placement cell, but the placement cell is only trying to get the companies to job fair. So there is a brochure that they create, and in this brochure all the different companies are listed and the companies are explaining what kind of a company they are and what they do. But apart from that, there is not a lot of information. Also, very rarely you would find a company who's doing a presentation and explaining you what kind of people they're looking for and what is their job offer and all. Alright, so now you know about the resume. You already have a good enough resume. You know about the companies that you want to apply for. Third step is preparation. When we talk about preparation in IIM, the seniors would again help you prepare for the different companies. So depending on which company recruited which senior, you could approach the senior and then do mock interviews and practices with them. Also, the placement cell would actually organize group discussion sessions for you so that you could participate, you could practice, and you could improve your skills in group discussion, interviews, and everywhere. That is also very, very helpful. In Master in Management programs, again, here you are very much self-dependent. So you wouldn't get an opportunity to do all these different practice sessions. You are just applying to a lot of different companies, going to their campuses and appearing for group discussion, case studies, interviews and all. And you have to self-organize every preparation that you want to do. IIMs also have a process called summer placements, which happens just a few months after you join the particular IIM. Now, summer placements are kind of the small semi-final where you learn all the different procedures, how a placement process is run, what you have to do, what the placement committee would do, and this is also an opportunity, your first shot and getting your dream job. So all the famous companies would come and you would get an opportunity to apply for an internship. These internships could later on result into PPO or PPI, which is pre-placement offer or pre-placement interview. And once you get a pre-placement offer or an interview, you are already half there. In comparison to that, in Master in Management programs in Europe, internship is not always mandatory. That means you do have an option that you could just skip internship, but that would also lead to a situation where you would be applying directly for the companies for the final job, but you wouldn't have an idea of how the company behaves, how it would have been if you would have done an internship there. A pre-placement offer or pre-placement interview is still possible if you perform really good in your internship, but as it is not mandatory, a lot of people don't do that. Apart from internship, there is also a thing called working student jobs. This option is not available in IIMs because the IIMs have a really packed schedule. That means you do not really have a lot of time to do anything apart from just studying and preparing for the different jobs. On the other hand, in Master in Management programs in Europe, you have a comparatively relaxed schedule, and that means you do have opportunities to work part-time as a student in some of the companies. Even that could lead you to earning some side income, and apart from that, it could also lead you to a pre-placement offer or pre-placement interview, and that is actually a very good way of finding a job in Europe when you're doing Master in Management program, and this opportunity is not available when you are studying in an IIM. Even though I'm comparing the MBA program of IIM to a Master in Management program from some European university, it doesn't mean that one is better than the other. It actually depends on your particular case. Of course, in some particular aspects, IIMs would be better, but in some other aspects, the Master in Management programs could also be better. While editing this video, I just realized that the video is becoming really long. That is why I'm going to cut short this video and make second part of it. In the first part, we already talked about 5 points. In the second part, we will talk about the remaining 4 points. That is case competition, placement days, job roles and industries, and then job salaries. Also, I would try to go through a few more myths if possible. If you want to know when the next video is releasing, you should definitely subscribe to me. Then it would already show up in your YouTube app as soon as my next video releases. All right, till then, see ya.